I am thankful to the organizers and especially Mr. Muralidharan to allow me to be a part of this memorial meeting to pay homage to Professor Saibaba. I did not know Professor Saibaba. I had never met him. Yet, for the long years that I have been working on his case, I feel a strong sense of personal connection and real personal loss. My concern was with the lack of accessibility in prison and how he was being housed in prison, not as punishment but for punishment. Putting a person with disability in an inaccessible prison, I think, is torture. I had undertaken a comprehensive documentation of his case, lining out all the situation in relation to the facilities in prison, the very many constant kind of adjournments and the consequences of those adjournments on him, the conflation that was constantly done between being ill and being a person with disability. I did not bring it out, I didn't publish it because I was not sure of what the consequences of that collation would be on him. I think it needs to come out now. When the Supreme Court of India asked us to report on the accessibility status of various facilities in the country, we very pointedly included prisons because somehow Professor Saibaba and his concerns were top of our mind. I have often wondered why Professor Saibaba did not make more of a fuss on the prison conditions. I have been reading his work and listening to his speeches, and have at last come to understand that he was concerned with the social inequities inflicted on others and was not looking out for himself. I think it is important for us to understand that Professor Saibaba was an activist with disability. He was not a disability rights activist. My learning from his life and his choices are that every person with disability does not have to be a disability rights advocate, but we need disability rights so that all persons with disabilities can function as integral members of the polity society on an equal basis with others. It is this right which was denied to Professor Saibaba, and this denial which destroyed his health. This deprivation was discrimination. This deprivation was unjust. A deprivation only inflicted on him because of his disability. This we must not forget, and it is this inequality we have to fight to set right. We owe it to him.